Alright, well. Let's question them.
Your Excellency, I hope you will forgive us for that scene. My relations with Virgil have always been difficult, but ever since we arrived here, it has been unbearable.
He is, isn't he?
I'm afraid we may need an arbiter.
Before anything else, I need to know what led to this situation between you.
What would you like to know?
I ask her about the reasons of their quarrel.
For what reason were you quarreling?
The expedition itself, I'm afraid. Virgil was always against it, especially under my supervision. For him, our discoveries in Eden were sufficient. They confirmed what he wanted. The rest did not matter. According to him, we should never have continued. And when we found new tablets, it became even worse.
Were they also written by Saint Matthias?
Without a doubt. The handwriting is the same. There are also some patterns, some islander symbols. It's fascinating. But what really angers Virgil is the content we managed to decipher. Our founder explains that he learned a lot from the islanders. Something our brother cannot accept. He now persists in saying that these tablets are fake, forged by the natives themselves.
Yeah, Virgil's
Brother
a
Fidelis
jerk.
told me that several members of the expedition have disappeared.
Yes, that's why he left along with Father Orbricus to fetch some help. 3 more of our colleagues are missing. And I'm not even talking about the ones who fell ill. I must admit that I underestimated the hardships we would encounter. I made a mistake. I should have prepared this expedition more thoroughly. But Virgil's being disingenuous does not help.
And no one has searched for those who are missing.
I wanted us to search for them, but someone later convinced me that it presented too much of a risk. Along with lack of preparation, our constantly decreasing number, and creatures swarming the area.
And by someone, I suppose you mean Brother Virgil.
Indeed.
I'm thankful for these pieces of information, but you understand that I will also have to talk to Brother Virgil.
Of course, that's understandable. You must hear us both before you can make a decision.
Maybe I can get Kurt to speak to Brother Virgil with his sword. Yo, Brother Jerkface. What are you doing up there? How do I get up? I've got too much weight to run.
Brother Virgil.
What do you want?
I want you to be more polite. Jerk.
Can you explain to me what caused such a quarrel?
The reason for it is very simple. It is Eugenia's folly. This woman should never have been the supervisor of our team. The discoveries made in Eden were sufficient, but no. She didn't want to stop the research. She organized this expedition in a hurry, without taking elementary precautions, and now she's accepting as facts the delirious writings we discovered on these tablets, without doubting them for even 1 second.
What do you mean?
We found some new tablets, allegedly written by Saint Matthias, but their content is so absurd that they were obviously forged.
Obviously.
I am certain that the natives must have found these stones before us and modified their content.
How would they have done that? The natives cannot write.
They must have been helped by an unscrupulous settler. How would I know?
Brother Fidelis told me that some of your colleagues went missing. Do you know anything about this?
They did not go missing. They were killed. There was the wild beasts, the diseases, and let's not forget the savages. We can feel their presence, roaming around the camp at night. I am certain that they are responsible for the death of our colleagues.
That's strange. There aren't many villages around here. We have been in this region before, and the only native we met was a little insane but would have been incapable of killing several priests.
Those savages may very well have been following us since our departure. We will not be safe on this island until it is entirely converted.
I see. So, you haven't tried to find your colleagues?
So we can die as well. I am not as crazy as Sister Eugenia.
I cannot take sides in your quarrel for now. And, in any case, it is not what matters the most. Even if you think they are dead, we have to try finding your colleagues.
Well, if you are prepared to take such a risk, I can only commend you for your bravery and wish you luck.
Yeah,
But I would not get my hopes up.
he's an idiot.
You should start by searching the excavation site. To get there, take the path south of here. But be careful. The creatures that roam the area are ruthless.
I'm not going to help him. I'm going to go find his camp people for her, not for him. She's nice. He's a jerk. But in any case, you should be looking for your comrades, because with them missing, you're less likely to survive. So you're gonna, you're just gonna succumb to an attack. Alright, we're gonna go this way. What's the other game? Oh, these are neither of the two games. The two games that I'm looking at are Blasphemous and Children of Mortar. The other game I've got on the go at the moment is Code Vein. It's really good. Nice. I wonder if we have Siora to help us out here. Right, we're going to go down here. We need to get some evidence. Maybe find a page of Dr. Seraphedin's. Been a while since I've had a Dr. Seraphedin's journal entry. Yeah, those are the two that I couldn't pick between. Okay. Huh. I don't think I've got a science outfit either.
This man's skull is sunken, but he doesn't look like he was in a fight. Could he have fallen?
That is unlikely. Look, my child. The wound is located at the back of the skull. I regret to say that in my opinion he was struck from behind, with a mace, most likely.
Are you going to say it again?
This man's skull is sunken, but he doesn't look like he
Say it
was
again,
in a
Petrus.
fight. Could he have fallen?
That is unlikely. Look, my child. The wound is located at the back of the skull. I regret to say that in my opinion
Virgil hit
he
him.
was struck from behind, with a mace, most likely.
Do I need to do something there to do those conclusions? Yeah, Virgil's killing them to make the expedition look bad, so either he can be in charge, or go home. Because he's Jerky McJerkface. And he's auto-luminous anyway, so... Whereas I like Sister Eugenie because she's willing to change. You see this a lot where some people are so caught up on their beliefs that if they find something, well, that contradicts their belief from their faith, instead of adjusting their faith to be more in line with, like in this case, with, their founder, they just censor it and keep things the way they are. It's like, well, if you're wanting to be, like in this case, if these guys are wanting to be faithful to the light, wouldn't the information, I mean, I can understand that you could be worried that someone takes advantage of the fact that you're trying to stay true to your faith and, they're trying to sway you in some way. But that's just ridiculous in this case, right? Take Petrus and... No, that was your playthrough. Mine is... I don't want Petrus and Siora having to deal anywhere near each other. So it might make a difficult decision for me. Plus you might get to see something new that you didn't do. Look at this alligator beast. Please let me backstab it and turn it into shoes.
May the enlightened protect me in this battle.
To my help! And death to the others!
They've got a lot of armor.
May the shadow engulf our enemies.
Petrus, don't die, dude. Yeah, Daddy needs a new briefcase. Whoa, making a full set of matching luggage with that amount. Oh, I saw the light on this rock, and maybe there was a glimpse of Kurt's like fiery weapon or something, and I thought it could have been a Seraphedin letter page. I got excited. I got very excited. Mana regens over time. Outside of casting. In combat outside of casting. Okay, let's go back down this way because we missed this one. There's also potions. Oh man, we shouldn't have dropped down. I could have gone back and stabbed. Alright. They're quite quick to tell you should drink a potion if you're running out of if you're out of mana. Oh, if we'd come down the ramp. Oh, Panz. No, this is my first playthrough. Whoa.
May the enlightened protect me in this battle.
To my health! And death to the others! Move away! Things are
I can't storm.
about to get dicey!
May the shadow engulf our enemies.
Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
Be careful, my child.
Yeah. I like the lightning dash, but I find I get stuck. Like, you get stuck in corners with it. Okay. Well, I get stuck in corners with it at least. I get to try again, but we get to go try from this side this time. Which I think will be better, and we might not draw the alpha. You sleep now. Whoa. Well, they're getting known of our position real quick. Maybe I need to just get in there and.
May the enlightened protect me in this battle.
To my help! And death to the others!
Which ones do we have?
May the shadow engulf our enemies.
Uh-oh.
May the shadow engulf our enemies.
Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
Your magic is running out. Take a potion.
You're running out of energy! Drink a potion!
May the shadow engulf our enemies.
I'm having trouble locking on here.
Your magic is running.
Now there might still be an alpha one, yeah? Or do we think that one came up as well?
This
Alright,
poor
Petrus.
soul was almost entirely devoured. He must have been killed by swamp animals. Even so, this wound looks different from the others. It looks like a knife wound.
Alas, anyone could have stabbed this priest. Both natives and priests carry knives.
I wish I had science something. I can't see any other letters around there. Can I show my skill points? Sure. So I'm pretty much fully magic. I did go down a healing path to get group healing. I'm on my way towards finishing off the shadow impact to get the faster shadow missiles. I'm also mostly magic down there, and we're charisma and intuition. You're welcome. You cannot sprint. You are carrying too much weight. It's getting dark. Ah, that's a path. Good, good. Alright, so we should be able to... There's going to be enemies, right? These are the big crocodile dudes? Yeah, nice. Okay, we should be able to. I should be able to sneak in and get a hit on this one, but it doesn't really do much. Whoa, he got it.
Be careful! Your armor is falling apart!
My armor's falling apart.
Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
Things are about to get dicey.
Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
No. Health will replenish at other times, and they'll... What did we have to do really early in the game? But I got healing into... I think we just had to take healing pots really early. But I got a healing spell, which then eventually upgraded to a group healing spell. And also serves the purpose of filling our Fury bar, which means we can start combat with all of
These
that.
fang marks are impressive. The poor man didn't have a chance. He must have been attacked by a large reptile. Most likely a Lowolan. But what was he doing alone so far from camp? It seems obvious now that these disappearances were orchestrated.
All these disguised deaths, these abject crimes. The natives can be violent, but they are not deceitful. I'm afraid that Brother Virgil may have found a way to take control of the expedition.
Yeah.
He should be judged for it.
Indeed. I think that we should go find this brother and ask for an explanation.
Brother's probably gone for a walk with this guy and then pushed him down. Jerk. It's so dark. Probably don't want to go that way, considering I've gone the completely wrong direction. We do want to go up this way at some point, though. Just not now. Okay, that's we're gonna level. Did we have to come in through the... I can't remember. Did we come in through the front? There was a path? Is there a path here? Panz lost? Oh, it's from around that way, wasn't it? So instead of jumping off that bit, maybe it's left. Or maybe we do jump down here. Okay. Saves our friend. Oh. There we go. Lucky. Oh, I took a potion. I think for the last sort of 3 sessions, I'm supposed to go through all the loot off stream and like sell stuff and work out what items are going to everyone. I just keep never getting around to it. Alright, you need to explaining.
Brother Virgil.
Your Excellency! Weren't you supposed to be looking for our colleagues?
Indeed.
Asking for explanation regarding the murders.
I regret to say that they are indeed all dead.
I knew it. What a waste. Eugenia and her recklessness are to blame for this.
I'm afraid someone else is responsible for this. These deaths are not accidental, and yet they were disguised as such.
The savages. Their thirst for blood is unquenchable. I knew we should never have come without an escort.
Oh, Virgil, would you please stop taking us for fools? The natives had no hand in this.
Who else could it be?
Someone who desperately wanted this expedition to fail. Does that remind you of anyone?
Fine. You unmasked me. But know that my cause is righteous. The Ordo Luminous sent me to keep an eye on this expedition, to ensure that the discoveries we made would not jeopardize our nation or our presence on this island. But the inscriptions on the tablets are a heresy, a dangerous manipulation. Can you imagine what would happen if it was said that our founder listened to the teachings of the natives? But even then, foolish Eugenia accepted these discoveries as truth, without any hesitation, without realizing that our entire nation could suffer because of it. So yes, I wanted to scare her.
I understand that you might want to protect your nation, but to go as far as assassinating several of your colleagues?
Come now. What would you do if someone were threatening the congregation? You cannot make me believe that you would not be willing to kill. You may have already done so. But since you want to avoid using violence, help me convince Eugenia to go back to Eden. My colleagues and I know how to sort through these discoveries. And you will be rewarded, of course.
It is undeniable that these discoveries could cause a great upset in Taleme. But he has no right to decide what should be revealed or not. On this island, Cornelia should be the one to decide. Be careful with your accusations, though. Eugenia and her colleagues are on edge. We wouldn't want them to start killing each other.
Oh, man. I mean, we're not accepting the gold. It's not our place to reveal to everyone. That's Cornelia's department. Whereas we can definitely report to her.
Sorry, Brother Virgil, but I cannot accept. You will take your belongings and leave this place. The research will continue, and their discoveries will be studied by wiser people than you. The decision to reveal them or not will be theirs.
I see. My colleagues and I will go back to Eden. I hope that you don't regret your decision.
I did want to kill him though. just as on a personal note.
Alas, I have found the dead bodies of your colleagues.
How horrible. But how? Oh, perhaps I should have listened to Brother Virgil.
No.
I doubt it. Brother Virgil is responsible for these deaths. He was hoping to blame the natives for them and discredit you.
What? But why would he? He will have to answer for his crimes.
As I do not have the authority to arrest him, I sent him back to Eden. If you want him to face judgment, you will have to report what happened to the Mother Cardinal.
You are right. As soon as we get back to civilization, I will make sure that she hears about it. Once more, your help has been a blessing. Take this. Alas.
Nice.
We will have to go back to Eden as well. There are too few of us to continue the research.
Were you hoping to discover more?
Of course. This place was but a single step in Saint
Ooh,
Matthias's
nice.
journey.
We get to do it
the
for
last tablets speak of a journey northbound, further up in the swamp. But even if Virgil is no longer a threat, we are not sufficiently well equipped to go there.
But we are.
We could go there for you if you wish. You just have to tell us where to look.
Nice.
That would be marvelous. Of course, you would have to start from the excavation site where he wrote this. I think I noticed a path going north when I was there, actually. Look for any traces of life. Perhaps you will be lucky enough to find more of his writings. That would be fantastic.
Don't worry. I will conduct this research and come find you here if I uncover anything.
Where's my camp? There. I want to take Siora, not Petrus, with me. And dump my stuff. Have we got time? We've got time. Wear that when we go out. Nope. Okay. Let's go. Oh, do I have to go the long way around to get up there? So you can let me climb? Ah, okay. I could see that coming. At least we can run now, though. So we go past through the camp and all the way around. I wonder if there's going to be combat again, or if those enemies will still be considered dead. They're dead. Are they dead or are they sleeping? They're still dead. Good. Good, good, good. Then everything else should still be dead. Oh, I feel like there's going to be some sort of reveal. I'm getting excited.